The open and airy feeling of the space comes from a fundamental decision about the structure and enclosure. The columns have been pulled back from the edge, leaving the entire perimeter for glass.
At the beginning, we talked as a group, what is sustainability and what do we really want to do here? And really what came back to it time and time again is, could we do more with less material? Which is sort of the basic premise of caring about our planet. And when you look at this building closely, yes, we pulled the columns in that made a lot of sense on the space planning for the lawyers, but also we had less columns. I mean, like Frank Lloyd Wright loved the cantilever because the cantilever structure uses less material.
The idea was to basically pull in the perimeter columns 15 feet, giving us a much thinner slab at the edge, which allowed us to go 9/0 ceilings around the perimeter, which is unheard of in this market, maximizes the daylight penetration, and gives this perimeter, really an extraordinary feel. Floor-to-ceiling glass.
In this building, no matter where you are, wherever your workstation is, you have the view of a window, so everybody can look up and see out.
But those large windows brought a new challenge: how to deal with excessive daylight and heat.
That's where we came up with a very deep, very functional horizontal sunshade to the south wall. There were many studies done of how the sun would hit it, how to make it with the least amount of materials again, and beautifully crafted.
The building's glass does more than just look good. It's also engineered for efficiency.
So we really looked at a skin as this wrapper notion, where the east facade, we're using a little higher performance glass. It has a little bit of reflectivity, and reflectivity got a really bad name in the 70s when it was gold and silver and bright, but it's a reflectivity that just sort of bounces a little bit of the light that you don't need in an office space, but still allows a great deal of light that's usable light into the building. We've also on the east side used what's called ceramic frit in a pattern that reduces some of the light coming low into the building.
And of course, the more natural light you bring into the building, the less artificial light you need to use. The building actually senses the amount of daylight and adjusts accordingly. So you can see that light fixtures near the windows use less electricity than those toward the interior of the space.
It's common sense. A lot of green engineering is common sense. When someone's not there, we don't need a light on. We don't need to condition it to the same space. We need to turn things off when they're not in use. It allows the building to react to the occupant and not the occupant to need to react to the building.
Maybe there's some conspiracy plan afoot here, but I find I'm coming to work earlier, purely to take advantage of that early morning sun.
You can't work in this building and not be impressed or not be constantly reminded of the effort that's gone into design it to be environmentally friendly. Because it's just reminders like the lights going out automatically, like the water wall, like the natural light. You can't be here and not remember that.